Hey, it's Scott Allen from Costa Rica Cooking.com. We're at a special place here today called Rancho Margot. It's at the end of a long road by Lake Arenal in past a place called Castillo here in Costa Rica. It's an amazing ranch. It's a sustainable place. It's a chemical-free place. They've been carbon neutral for years, and they just were certified carbon negative. So there's a lot of great, interesting stuff going on here, and we're going to show you some of that stuff today. We're gonna cook, but we're going to get all of our stuff from right here. Everything that we make today is going to come from the farm. It's a sustainable place, and we're going to show you a little bit about sustainable and what that means in an ecological environment like this. So come on and let's see it. We're here in the medicinal garden, so we're going to get all the herbs that we need while we're here. Hey guys, I'm here between the radishes and the chili picante, so I'm going to take some chili picante now, which is hot pepper, and we'll clean out some of the seeds. It won't be so hot when we use it, and we're going to grill some of this today. We're set. You know, they have over 10 acres of land they're currently cultivating, and they've got over 1,000 fruit trees planted all over this property. It's amazing.
Here we are, guys. We are in front of the waterfall, the pool house they call it, and this is where we decided to go because it's such a cool spot. So we've brought everything over that we chopped and prepared: the papaya, the jengibre, which is ginger, the onions, stuff out here. We've got all our stuff for the chutney. Here we've got our pork chops. Those are fresh pork chops right here from the farm. First thing we want to do is get those marinating. So this is salsa lisano, which I've talked about in many of my videos. So we're going to go ahead and marinate these chops with that. Now these chops have the bone in, and we're going to leave it like that. Nice rustic cut. And there we go. So we got those kind of going there. I'm just going to put these down here. We're going to let those marinate for a short while. Guys, it's hot here in the tropical sun, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some sunglasses. It's not trying to be too cool, but it's going to be a little bit easier for me to see. Get everything done. How's that? There we go. Come here, I want you to see this. We've got a couple of things in the pan here. This is our sweet potato, which we've cut and boiled. You saw when we cut that before. So that's boiled 30 to 40 minutes in the water, and it's soft and ready to go. And then this is our chayote. Take a look at this. This is chayote right here. And what we've done is boiled it whole, just like this. And then we're going to slice that into fairly thick pieces before we marinate it and throw it on the grill. So that's what we've done in this other pan. Those are both ready to go. We want to get our chutney going because we can make that sauce and that'll be done and ready to go. So let's do that. We're going to put some oil in the pan, olive oil. Okay. Then we're going to put in some of our garlic, which is here. We're going to let that garlic toast and get a little brown for a minute or two.
So I'm sitting here in another beautiful garden we found strolling along the grounds here at Rancho Margot. It's amazing because there are so many places they're growing things that there's a lot going on, and that's how they keep sustainable. On top of being, this is all chemical free and natural ingredients they use for growing. They have their own compost. It's an amazing place with a lot going on, so you've got to take your time and go around to see it all. And this is just another spot.
And then we're going to add our ginger. Ginger, a very important ingredient in the chutney. Ginger has a spicy, tangy flavor that we're going to want in that chutney because we're going to put it in sugar and fruit, and that's going to be a mainstay. So you need, in a chutney by nature, it's kind of a sweet and spicy kind of styled sauce. So that's why we're going to end up using a little bit of vinegar as well. Then we're going to go ahead and just put in our papaya, guys. We've got a lot of papaya here. It's the main ingredient in the chutney, so you want to put a good amount. And let's give that a little stir. And we've got the base of our papaya chutney going right here. Great, we'll just let that saute for a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. We're gonna add a little bit of fresh lime, guys. And just squeeze that right on top there. Now we want to go ahead and put in our sugar, guys. We're going to use a couple of kinds of sugar. We're going to use a brown sugar and a caramelized sugar. Two kinds. That caramelized is really going to give it some flavor. I would say a quarter cup of the brown sugar, quarter to a half, depending on how much you're making, and a quarter of the caramel sugar. And you can see how brown that is. So that's a whole different thing. And then we've got to put it on raisins, guys. So we're going to do the raisins. There we go. Let's give that a little toss. Again, once we get this in the saute pan, we can just get this and we can kind of let it simmer and it'll just cook right up. A few almonds in there. You can see these are slivered almonds. We're going to add those. That'll give a nice little texture to the papaya chutney and make it crunchy. Now, one thing I like is we're going to put a couple of tablespoons of butter in at this point because right now we're cooking and we've got the oil and we've got the glazy going. The butter is just going to help us get a little bit extra richness going in this sauce. So again, we're just going to put a couple of tablespoons. And take a look at that, guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful chutney we have going here. Super colorful. So you're going to really be able to, when we pour this on top of what we're going to pour it on top to, it's going to be very impressive and very tropical. Beautiful. Right now we're going to add a little bit of vinegar. And again, that is going to help with the tanginess. So we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of vinegar in there. And then we've got some cayenne pepper. Careful with your cayenne. It's spicy, as you know. I would say about a half of a teaspoon. And there we go, guys. That's our chutney. Look how nice that is. There's our chutney. We're going to go ahead and let that simmer and on a very low heat.
Okay, Enrique is taking the caña azúcar here. This is caña azúcar, and Enrique's carrying it about the property here. Big stocks of caña azúcar. Again, everything fresh, and they use everything that they grow here.
So let's get to the next thing. You can pull these out ahead of time and cool them before you start cutting them. So here we have the chayote. It's kind of a squash. We're going to cut these into thick slices because we're going to grill them. We're going to leave the skin right on. You guys can see this. I'm going to go ahead and put some olive oil in there. So we're going to olive oil it. And I just went to the garden here at Rancho Margot and I got some fresh herbs. So here they are. I just got a little bit of everything. You can't really go wrong when you're seasoning a veggie like that. So we're going to get our thyme. I've got some thyme here. I've got some fresh basil. And I've got a little bit of mint. I'm going to put a little bit of this garlic that I have left. Get the twigs out of there. Perfect. And there we go. I put a little bit more oil on it. I'm going to salt it. And then we're going to get some pepper here. And we're going to sprinkle just a little bit of pepper. And then ready to go. Take a look at that, guys. So let's go ahead and set this over here. Next thing we want to do is we want to get our sweet potato, mashed sweet potato together. So let's go ahead and get that done. Give me 1 second here. We're going to pull this off the pan, off the stove, and we are going to drain it because you want to get all that water and get your potatoes separated. So let me do that. We are going to mash this stuff up. Wow, it just smells amazing. Just fresh like this, it's just got that great sweet potato smell. Now I've got my butter melted because it's nice and easy to work with, so we're just going to add a couple tablespoons of butter to that, all right? And then we're going to salt and pepper. Do a little bit of mashing now that we've got all that in there. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to grill the pork chop and we're going to grill the chayote. So we're going to throw those on. It's a beautiful thing. So we're going to just let those solidly grill on one side for a while.
We're here with the pigs in this amazingly clean, smell-free area where they raise the pigs. They're happy, they're healthy, and they use a microorganism that helps to keep things clean, again, smell-free. There's no flies around here. So this is a very sustainable and healthy organic way to take care of your farm animals. Okay, these are beautiful, guys. We're gonna go ahead and flip these chops. Look at that. Okay, you can see the grill marks. That's beautiful. Now, this is a nice big thick one. We're gonna let that cook a while. We just want to get the grill marks on these guys because they're really gonna add a beautiful presentation on the plate. And of course, the flavor of the grill is something you can only get from a grill. Right in here, the other thing we got to get going is our onions. So we've got our julienne onions. Remember, we did those, and we want to saute those because those are going to go on top of our pork chop. One thing left, we're going to do a very simple pineapple glaze. We're chopping this pineapple really, really kind of fine because I want this to be almost a mashed pineapple. We're going to put some butter. And we're going to go ahead and put our pineapple. Great, guys, so we got our pineapple glaze going. Basically pineapples and butter. We're going to add a little bit of cream just to kind of give us that sauce. It's going to mix with the butter. All right, so it's almost like a little pineapple gravy, think of it as, because it's going to go on top of our mashed sweet potato. So that's ready to go, guys. And how are these doing? Let's come over here. We've got a little tropical rain coming, so now look at these, guys. Look how beautiful these are. These are just coming out beautifully nice and grilled as well. So if everybody likes a good grill, this is what you do. So we're going to go ahead and plate the pork chop. We're going to go ahead and get the chayote, put right on top of here. Now, guys, we're going to go ahead and get our mashed potato, which is really not a mashed potato, it's a mashed sweet potato. And you can just see right there. Excellent. Now we're going to put a couple of fruit sauces on here, okay? So we want to keep them, first thing we're going to put our onions on. Let's do that. Let's put our onions right on there. Right on top of the pork chop. So we put the onions just right on top of the chops right there. And we're going to go ahead and put our chutney on. The coup d'etat, because this is a beautiful thing, guys. Put that right on top. Everything that we're leaving off is the pineapple sauce, gravy, that goes right on top of the chayote. So we're going to put that right on the other side of that, okay? And here it is. You can see it's almost gravy-like. And it's going to go right on the other side. So we've got two tropical sauces, guys. We've got a chutney and a pineapple sauce on top of this. I like how beautiful and rustic. They're getting a little wet, so we're going to run over and eat them. Let's go. And here I found the guy who made it all possible. This is Juan. Juan owns Rancho Margot, and we are going to serve these guys and see what they think of the food. So, Juan and Liz, there you go. You guys enjoy.
Thank you. It looks great.
Wow.
Yeah, there's just so you know what you're hearing, the papaya chutney with grilled onions on the pork chop. Then we've got a pineapple gravy that we did for the mashed sweet potato, the camote. And then this is grilled chayote with herbs. Herbs from your garden, the pork chop from your pigs, and everything from here. Great. Cool, guys.
Amazing. Thank you, Scott.
Scott is really good. Really.